Major Sunia.
I want to ho.
Oh, Yami, tea. I want to ho.
You're the Namiasi. I admire your consistency.
Oh, I see.
You mean, Shasi, Shedan, Yabiasa, but anytime you're supposed to appear on the show, you are here on time.
A service and a commitment. I say, yeah, the best ever. Medas.
We are the pass. The conference book, dear.
Yeah, conference book. May football park be.
Okay.
The macro no capital. Na
capital near him.
Akrufum.
Oh, okay.
And the capital.
Okay.
Na ye de you try me be free one side they could go one side. And them say machine car. Kwa car pull no e pin adua na adua ne ball pull bi.
Okay, electric pull. Okay.
Ko eno so ko ball foforo. Enti ama enkro ba miensa ben constituency no ochirikrom. Ko kontine wa mase. Say about 5 days or mother sumo. E see na me frɛ district ECG manager. Mr. Jabena me ne di nkomo. On kwaya me fa so bia nso me fa so. Say omo delay kakra. But for the past 3 days omo me better as say crowd frame me because ye kasa and then 3 days no ye kasa dey bia more than 10 times. Wa frame me mama assurance no pay. Ombe wie no ma so. Nti mesre kokontin wa mase. Eno ochirikrum. Say ja eto da bia adwuma bi ho ha na wa ye na akoka bibi. Enye bo pa nipa beda sumu anajo ba konkra na ya na edin pa. Ti mama ma da sumu 3 days ne de. Ebrepam and the light and bamba ma ba po macho. Enye bo pa yo. Enti me mama assurance said ne die. Menye technical person on the for there but the assurance district manager for electrical first electricity company of Ghana.
Yeah.
Obo ase dia ma me ne say ne. Obetwa nkania na tuma mo madam. Enti na de o hono no.
Okay.
Apart from that, na say bibia ekono na kwan so.
There nyame ase.
O ye be yiwa no. Emom ye no bi fa me ho. Enti me wi amefre Ashanti Regional Women Organizer no from Ashanti region na me free. And me the woman organizer no. Na say ma mate no. Mintimi nka say no kre enya no kre. Mintimi tana ha. Enka me bale na am say o ye me regional women organizer me wi amefre no. Na matie ne fa. Na say what will be na no ase na o frɛ no no wa be na no say bi won so was say the 2 years so ye de be 2 years me da say no na metima ka na jack so aka na say parliament me native what him sending fa so back benches ja what him sending fa so we chire ho enti say na o kan school bi ho asem
no there me ka say he has shown very good commitment.
Okay.
Ewo adwuma no ameye no. In fact, me fi do ma ba ya o invite me ekọ ne office our parliament. Ma me de ama na nyina akọbọ no. Ono so so kire me anamo a watu. Ewo.
Obey also nene last week I think Thursday or so na me ndin kobo na me hu say sa na MP no apreache papa.
Yeah.
Wo sha ase enye neba.
Yeah.
Wa from somewhere 2012 or so. Wa kwa na nyame ya adoma we ba nti benya so de be di agro. Ade no ninya edin nti unya na wa yedi so obusa mi senior obeka so ninya edin nti unya na wa yedi
okay me da se pa honorable
CJ
boko
anya mi go so shirayen
me de nyame ase
na wa ma de pachi na why wato sopa agu yeso na wa ma moja ide funsan we yemu na ye ka atiasefo ho na de dia na ese edenya kopon ase I'm not too happy. I'm not happy because this year has not been so good to me in terms of people that you have ushomo as incophobia bibi free when it comes to politics. I think that for the past 3 weeks me high because of your committee ejuma up and down. But CJ, my last time I was here about 3 weeks ago, I was sitting here, he was sitting right here. I even make a passionate appeal to President John Mahama say wa bre wa tete yen e wa Greater Accra, and so therefore President Mama enhye no enuonyam. I didn't know say that day was the last day I'm going to see him and make this a passionate appeal on his behalf. I never knew. In fact, your point, you know, menene jina bontin e bon comfortable 2 year kwa bontin aye bon komo.
Yeah,
bon komo.
Me maka ho me jina aye din komo.
Yeah. And but he was even still raising the issue that I raised here, and you were telling him, so after one day you add your voice to what I was saying.
Yes.
And then at the cooker, it's no more. I pray, say, bibi owobia no nyame se boni bi na waya nyame fa ne boni nche no. Na onso ni mu no accept no emai. And you say in the Bible, can say I'm passe, which I believe, say there's a resurrection and there's a second coming of Christ. Ye be hu ye hu biu. Na nyanya meko epese ye wo ya brabo mu no or they are here. I've not had the opportunity to go to the house to greet the family, but this week I'll try my possible best to go, because it's somebody that honestly in a mass own kind, whether on show, sometimes after radio and now it's not afraid me ni in the obo mode be where the one ya there I can say I say. And I mean, I give him all the respect, but I mean any, and I pray say yes so no lano me hu list bi say am padia then ono so me bona baso ni Amasana Mwale.
Yes, I know.
Say didn't call Brazil as a high commissioner ewo. I congratulate him and I pray say all kono. 1, Uncle Gugan and Nimasi. 2, I'll sound a little bit tribal. Uncle Gunkan for Nimasi. You should make Ghana and the party and the one who gave him the opportunity, no, you should make the person proud and this country proud. And I hope and believe say also can't tell baby away free be one
yeah.
And he say obe akoye we. Nti sige e beda nyankopon ase e wo baby ane ya baby do ene nia oye e wo ya brabo.
All right. But I say Adom 106.3 FM Mpensenpensenmu ya fast da no ma absa SME loan absa your story matters. Asemwe di kan galamsey fight. Now the conversation basically and a pay a press conference Chinese ambassador to Ghana, His Excellency Tong Differ said differ. Well, yeah, when you see now what you try me. Say so boy, you did China for say one more normal say and sassano. Say Asubono one into China for nye. Na Ghana for ne kofa Chinese for no de omoba enti enya dia woje sasobo no atum ebiem wo chese ne efre no illegal mining na galamsey no ono na dwene mu de enya dia ye betimi atu ase na emomo aban no hwe kwan a obefa so na yetimi abo ye nsuwa ye river bodies any and forest reserves no eho eban asemo a Chinese ni no waka che yen Ghana for eno no na asemi odi tu dwawie ye no the Ghana Coalition Against Illegal Mining enso so edi nchemu edi aba na yen hye nkomo no ase honorable Azuma ma men hye emfiri ho wi a maba honorable Ebenezer Nina na te so wabra ye hwe honorable Andrew Apia Dankwa enso so enemy
CJ Medase Mpensenpensenmu Akrofrom constituency omunti neja ya bedu ha yese ka se wonti sisi ya obi a registrant Mpensenpensenmu Asanteman MPP chairman so se me yusu munti ewa ha nti omunti ena nenso meti ha nti me che omo so nkochia NDC amonyoku ne appointees ne Ghana fo nyina CJ, my kind, the Chinese ambassador, okay, no, and I'm kind the coalition, the president or Swakano. Frankly speaking, I'm saying mention that ni how be brave with the Chinese ambassador, okay, just that it be an anchor or betty me DB account because. Chinese na omaba oman mu ha omo yesa galamsey no eyo ye nyina yenim asem se wo call galamsey prone areas na omo na eye ne kese anase yen kan se mehwe baby am free buy na me de mani e kaka be bon kompo kaka ne ma mahu ni ade a omo no mbe kire kwan e fa so a ye de excavator yes, because previously, some 15 years back, our area Adom 106.3 no. Na die nim ye galamsey omutu form amena no mawuram underground mining bisa. Enti baby ana AG aye ye na dwuma bi anu afiri ho no ne ade no. Omutimi kotu amena na many years. Or not many years, but many months. And son of my team, I got to stone. No mapo born and kakra baby. Your one, you better say, CBB, the alluvia. No, the only excavator surface mining. Na Chinese, maybe didn't come be Chinese in a normal Lydia, and I feel a course one, you who's a mobile, mobile. But illegal. Says small scale mining. Foreign abey. But the omoye no kra no. Locals no kra so omoye no. Illegal because omonkwaje licenses bi dodo na about 98% to 99% of sa galamsey ya omoye and as a mining type of mining omoye the nsum forest any ade. Omunkuta licenses bi a prospecting licenses o han omunkuta licenses bi a. Na and na woko ye nkro no bebre a make us galamsey prone areas na obekọ na Chinese no omo de equipments bia ehia so omo de be yesa adwuma no omo de aba metima bobo nkro no bi a kire de say woko Mpensenpensenmu a na woko anwan kwanta e ben be kwaya omo wo mfimfin ho omo no mo serve bien kan say adanse amanse nem ne chese bibia ohia na de adwuma bia no omo obi wo na omo wi a omo ton omo a omo ton sa niema no na omo so hye nwura nu mu a omo ye se be ka asha wan yo se hwan ya obeye popular yi omo hotels a omo ba omo beto to hotels bi so omo be ebi so sisi bi kura new ones a omo de ho na ye omo so ya so omo nuanu mu free China ba na omo ajo omo ho na omo akire omo ba bi omo beko na de man ambassador no wo Nsem na okan no bi menene ya adwen ne se hwan na de omo ko sa kwaye num hwan na de omo ko nsuo num ye Ghana fo yara ene edi wo manim enam sabio sikape pesemi nkuminya sikani brenti no yanya ane ko fo omo ba ne edi omo akọ ye de omo kwa ye so omo fra bibi goodwill ene omo terms bi wo enti omo de no kwa ne akohwe nipa na asase ne ye ne dia no ye din kan ko pe nipa na asase ye ne dia no forest dia ne dia enu ye different forest dia ne omo kwa nipa if I say sometimes political heads anase bi a forest manager bi wo ho no makosi no so bi wo so omo ade omo pe no makorom no omo ye but the ye water bodies mu ne na sefo no de o se nsuo no obi asase na wo ho ansa na nsuo na ye den akwa wo ho enti die na asase ni eda nsuo na no o na eton de ama nipa na okoye adwuma wo no enti Ghana ni anu akofa Chinese yi wakohu asase wura ana o maton ewo ono wato te se wono ni dim na o de ama waton de ama Chinese na omo ye adwuma enti wo be ko na Chinese no ye adwuma wo ha Ghana ni na de no ko ye enti se sebe ya ntu momonefo a ejira mo anso ntimi nya de entu no fo mane nye enti aye two way solution se ebetimi akosa akwe ama na yeyi a wo se ye target ye nya Ghana fo na omudi omoba no ana omudi omudi omokono
ojidi se ye nim sansem ya
ye nim
enti
de ambassador me ka ye no
ye hia Chinese ni mana be ka kire se ye de ye nim hwio na ye mo a
ye nim enti ka make a choice asam na
ambassador to come and
me mantie no live press conference or whatever no but the work no we read I mean who baby achenyeje bia wo me de me hu wasa chasa Ghana ha baby a wo bekọ Eastern region ho baby a wo bekọ bia Chinese bia wo ye adwon wo bia me se Ghana nation achi uchi ni wi Ghana fo beba enti yantimi emfa blame no more entirely say Chinese no na eye ebra yen ka say yen call for so na de omoye de eko nti ho de me ne maka say sa ekunwe no amanyofo ya politicizing a check but yen to kwa bia was say you approaching with national interest anya sa ne kono last week that me come Adom TV mo TV station say issue a ne kono nya tsese de ye betimi de 1 month 2 month not even 1 year e de akọ me na meka no kreche wa not even 1 year
really
hwe ade no ye organized crime the syndicate the way I tell no ade a say what say ma who say say on ade na wo ho no aban se san sisi a no easy say obi abeka say NDC fo na say na MPP fo ho no na omo nso ye ka say MPP fo na no kre say wohwe fa bia say party bi ba ne manfo fi say me party na ba nti bitimi ekom ekoye because na dwen ye na say o me ye party ni nti ye cheme kra meje me ho I just aban na wo ho no e show commitment to say President Mahama show commitment ya ma hu nipa ni bia o mo ye party fo a ya jeje o mo excavators a in the coming days ye di bi court anya sa aban ni wo power na ne nkofo fi say oh ma aban na aban timeti ma ye dem
honorable patron
na aban fofo bi so wo ho a de na aban ni wo sesi ya no oh wo ma mi si ya
okay
de na aban ni wo sesi ya nso no ono so akwahye de na aban abachi achi ana wo ye adwuma no sa no mo ye no ukọ ase ho a omo no ukọ ase ho a ye ni NDC MPP wo adwuma na omo ye no ukọ ase ho pa kodu a adwuma na omo ye no omo ka bom na omo ye omo ni MPP ni NDC wo ho na mo de na aban aba no ma hye na chi
meba there was a promise in the social contract, the 120-day social contract of the then candidate, now the president of Ghana.
Yeah.
There was a promise. In fact, the social contract, number 19, I say, ban illegal and new mining activities in forest reserves. I have interest. Ban illegal and new mining activities. If indeed, after 6 months, then who do we have in our forest and water bodies? That is one. There was a promise to repeal LI 2462. Amendment. There was a promise. So Parliament arising to Parliament resume. Parliament resume. Parliament
amendment na ba Parliament. Maybe so, I don't know.
Amendment number.
No.
And did I just say?
You better repeal it. You better repeal it. You call recess.
You feel recess by.
Oh, yeah, by after the 3 weeks be 3 weeks you can do it. and memo assurance
issue of national concern.
Parliament.
Even declaration of state of emergency in areas no
now we declare state of emergency a solution. Say you declare state of emergency. Say you beka no kra and we share the effort the Lands and Natural Resource Minister, Defense Minister, Interior Minister. And even I'm saying NDC National Women Organizer Hanabisu macro operations are all here. And all government appointees and even non-government appointees. Me myself, my galamsey for the constituency be a mature. So I bind any so I didn't say obi anfa ne hunshim na ya hwe ye nuadom MPP adwuma omo ye e no mama adwuma na ye din ade amaya na ye bre because omo ma kwan ma etra so du ba bia ni kwa say nti wutimi sore mfa that 2 days 3 days 2 months 6 months and the galamsey no say but obi a obeka no kura bia be hu say aban we commitment a wa show no aban dada wakọ okọ Senka wo show sa commitment ni bia anka ye jira ba bia jina
aban dada no infitiase no commitment say ya no show you
and the question
in the first term
of 2020 elections ni wie ya no and we say wa lusu ba bia galamsey ekoko okoso because we are fighting galamsey and we jagum from 2020 or withdraw military and we bia also okoka galamsey as or withdraw mu nyina eno ne niema and now so ma and I didn't say do baby and I no kono and 2-3 months but commitment about we assume no ye nuanam obi am yan kam because I dey we aye hwe se kone say ya by the end of this year no omo forest and omo water bodies ni nya betima clear omo nyina fi.
All right, me that's it. Honorable Joseph Azuma, a member of Parliament, Akrofom constituency. Honorable Ebenezer ni na nati of a Gilbert
CJ
Chinese ambassador na watch and say seven kind of or Chinese for no who so Ghana for near for moba.
CJ me that say I think say left to me alone no. This galamsey issue no, we should stop talking about it.
Why?
A waste of time.
Why?
Because we can't fight it. We should stop. We are wasting our time and our energy.
Really?
Oh yes. That's how I see it.
Is it that we don't want to fight it or we can't fight it?
We can't fight it.
You think we can't win?
We can't win. Honestly, that's how I personally see it. You know why? It's because of one thing. It's because of one thing. I was saying on a boy kasa. Sena or to no boase of or dane to suit the mindsets of people in this country. I wish before the election I've listened to him on galamsey. The energy, the passion at which at that time the NDC from John Mahama to the last person in NDC was talking about galamsey. And then their demeanor and everything about galamsey have changed. It's utu edrobonia eden eba wa also. When we were fighting galamsey during the Nado's administration, and then we have a government appointee and a national officer going to the galamsey site, promising them that look, you two abandon and then now NDC will near the next day come to the site and come and work. And then now the man was at the Mineral Commission. Your friend to BB Obino said then.
Tony Obin.
And then saw your man appointment. But he was moving to galamsey side with Kokubwai. When Kokubwai was confronted at the sister station, you know what he said? Or say Obesa ye biom ombeko biom. What are you talking about? When this country, my own brother from the same Pampram, Sam George. They went on demonstration. And Manikache Ghana for said, when mandate is given to John Mahama within 1 week, Galamsey, Yamutu. 1 week, that's what he gave us 1 week. Where is Sam George? And then Galamsey Yajai. So I don't think there's Galamsey going on, no. Because we are giving 1 week. Even John Mahama himself, His Excellency, when campaigning, or say, Senyamiya Adom no be president, or say, because Nanado is not willing to fight Galamsey, no, what Jai Bibiana say, Obiya Galamsey, don't need Obiya Mampenia, or make sure say, or make sure no Kwambia. Mbebon benye Juma Yokoto Polo Tank. Edi Amomu. Mibisa President John Mahama say, baby a ton Politank no, Ejumani Akatu man say, Politank Ajaye. Emma want to be Koto Politank Bium, and Famomu. The Vice President, Nana Jopoko Ajimai, and the mining areas when campaigning, or say, Abino at that time, Nanado Abai, are not prepared and are not willing to do Galamsey. And deal with the Galamsey. No more the Yankubo Yaduma. Oma be se no kwambia ebe ya kono e ma mbebu aiden ayebi ene ye ne. What do we see today in our river bodies and in our forest reserves? You ask a very good question. Sir, the forest, the builder, Nanado time here, so we can mine in the forest reserve. The NDC and their so-called CSOs. A series of demonstrations and press conferences about this thing. We were promised by John Mahama when he was giving the mandate, or the Beko Amayeden. Parliament have that two meetings. They came in January. A ministerial vetting BBI, Jumakakra, and Omuko recess. And Omusamba here, and Omasakono, the Omasamba 3 weeks ago. That's move by January. Fine. But what do you say? When John Mahama and the NDC a menu for 50% no from the full on there or in the state of emergency. Force mean talk fuel, your friend is saying
no, but let's take to one.
Do you buy fuel 1 liter?
No.
Yes. So a gallon of petrol be abetobiano. A 450 because every gallon of fuel no friends 4 liters. 4 liters and
that's true.
Yes,
that's true.
So a 450 approximately 5 cedi. Every fuel better be 1 gallon be which 5 cedi. The mama kai. And no dear, all the members of parliament from the NDC, whom my information I have picked, they say there has never been a sitting in parliament where we have gotten more than 50 members of parliament from the NDC before. But when the because you better mama force 50 pesos. If Mahama indeed have the people of this country at heart and claim say he can deal with Galamsey, he should have done it state of emergency, non fanco. CJ, we were in this country. We were told say because of Senator Galamsey, etwa say and I say yenso nitino. Kenashigbe, Ransford Jampo, Lord Mensa, and their so-called CSOs no munyawo, the various institutions no. Any asofu na omuja mu pepete after they were preaching about Galamsey no. And ye dey be makoye board members. Ye dey be makoye chairman of your friends state institutions no. And no omu use Galamsey. And the campaign the etia MPP no. After giving them an appointment today, they have set up their maps. And CJ, let me say this. All CSOs in this country, Ghana Haiti, organized labor, any other civil society organization say, well, I'm sending this warning to them. Nyameye Adom come 2028. Na yeba power. They should not open their mouth and say anything that the next government of the MPP will do. Because if they dare to speak about anything that the next government will do, which the MPP will deal with them. Hey, because CJ, I never say these CSOs, these groups of people now come who bomb and all, I don't give respect to any of them. Really? Because they are all political animals. Where is your friend say? CJ, you're more in fact say. The lecturers now. Say I know who fight now by one of the stations. So who fight no? Who fight no? Oh, lecturer be or see. Yeah, you saw Mudi Akoja appointment no. Yeah. No who fight no. Yeah. Yes. You see two do bonia.
It was on Joy news file.
It don't do news file. But nobody control news file. Panelists don't control news file. You control news file by your institution. So that's why you got that respect. You control you control the station with Dominic.
Yes. That's true.
So me and Azuma to me can't share me say if I don't take care, he will stop me from coming to this station. But today, Obi to meet the station to be catch Obi say Nicole panelist say if you don't take care, I'll stop you from coming here.
That can never happen here.
Exactly. No. Because you have sold your conscience in your media station for a political party.
Hey, see that.
These people, Roston Jampu, any Kenashigbe, and that's what. But could not call your friend tourism, no? And I bought you, Professor, is it Lord Mensah or then?
Yes.
The hypocrisy of such a person.
But for someone like Engineer Kenashigbe, he hasn't relented on this fight.
So what has happened? Ultimatums Ben Nyama Ben or Kanye John and Nando's administration. Until last week, look, I was just watching a video that your colleague Edema, your station TV, Adom TV,
Erastus. Yes.
Just last week, Western region.
Yeah,
I think and say, and then Lord Mr. Kache and say he's so busy at the tourism authorities to the sense say he has no time again to talk about galamsey, the hypocrisy of such a people. But the last 4 years, just about 6, 7, 8 months ago, also a neutral, and then or the insa minu didi. They say we really say a kumbi or how a friend galamsey. And then Ransford Jampo, and to me, cross the 9 and the 2 akonyaso. So here, we really the friend galamsey. That's why the guy refer to a political animal. That is why I made me say, those CSO, whether you speak for MPP, whether you speak for NDC, whether you speak for any group of people, I don't give them the respect because they are not thinking about the ordinary Ghanaian. They only talk about their stomach and what will benefit. And now I can say most of these people today have been given appointment. They are talking about it. Where is your moral right that you were fighting for? What we were fighting for the people of this country, where is it today? And then, you're my driver. We are lecturer, you need driver. They say, why your driver? They say, you're my accommodation. You're my free food. You're my free lunch. Bibia free. Into way fee. Atiye, and my way fee. Me see atiye. See, I agree perfectly with the Chinese friend saying, Ambassador. 100% agreement. Because Okofo will be a free China, one you, and now Junkun or whatever they call them on the Onubuga on your friend is saying, Kumase. And now say, Oni baby, a friend honum, Aboso Kai. No, better parts, and they are called. Yes, I agree. It's the same Ghanaians. And I know where they businesses. It applies even in our market today. Upako Muhaya be omuton fonsi.
Tiptoe lane.
The foreigners have taken over. But you have a Ghanaian there saying or only shop, no. Meanwhile, it's a foreigner that controls everything. So you don't blame the person. Are we not in this country? And I stand to be corrected unless he has come out to deny it. That Western region. Is it a win or said then? When a handful, a bar out, a koto in nine, any cocoa, any snap, ninkosia. Ebe try the member of parliament in that constituency needs to say he's involving himself in galamsey, and so therefore they have nothing to do with him.
Yeah, he has denied it. Honorable Oscar Uforilabi.
Fine. If he has, that's what I stand to be corrected.
Yes.
But this is what I heard from the chiefs. I have not heard his side of the story. To be honest and sincere with him. Maintain the apology. Maintain it.
I have personally engaged him here on my show.
Next time I send in old man, I know how I go my. But per what I have heard from the chief, and the thing that the chief said, you can see that they spoke out of anger and bitterness, because of the way and manner now their water bodies are being destroyed. And then Erasmo Ekache and said today, when you go to the mining areas, Honorable is trying to be their friends charitable by saying say MPP for share NDC for each. Eba. Share. So now matter opposition 8 years amaya wadi MPP ben NDC ni be obe allow NDC ni say benafa no be ejuma. Now it has taken over by them from the top to the down. They were accusing Nanado. Can I also today accuse Nomahama? Can I also today accuse Jenema Nanopukwa Jimai? Can I also today accuse the NDC national executives and the regional executives of involving themselves in galamsey? Can I also accuse them? That is why I may say, look, there are certain things CJ. We shouldn't do politics with it. Because when we do politics with this, we find it very difficult to deal with the issue. Because honorable the NDC, may the MPP. And at the end of the day, the substance of the issue. Quite before any issue, no issue, no. That I had day at the Amaye. So CJ, for me, I agree perfectly with the ambassador. They say the Chinese don't know the forest reserves. They don't know where the goals are. It is we the Ghanaians. And today I can say, it is being supported by the NDC. Both members of parliament, ministers of states, all right, whatever. All right. They are the people doing galamsey now.
Me that say.
If Abba the boy they attribute all these things to the ministers and former ministers and what have you. Said what the people doing it. I am also saying, then if it is still going on today, it's the same trend.
Me that say. Honorable Ebenezer Nina Nati and Yete and Kana Piaga say good morning, CJ. Watching you live from Achem Asafo. Richard Ajololo or say good morning. And Kwabna Kabis or say good morning, CJ. Watching you live from London, Bromley College. Tell Honorable Azuma that some of the schools in his constituency are also in need of improvement. I say schools like Ampunyase RC Primary needs renovation. Also, they are by Japan Francis. Hey, Japan the idea. Wild allegation. But Honorable Wahede Mamin Kainche no CJ, good morning. If you go to Honorable Azuma's constituency, his party chairman called Gariba is an illegal mining campaign. Ask him for me. Hey. Honorable Mamin Rawe.
CJ, medase.
I no cray.
Why galamsey pen? But Sisi ameno okase onye galamsey biom. No mentwa ontro. Mentwa ontro. Why galamsey pen?
For how long no ye galamsey no?
Oh. Nim time or chance, but met my catcher. NPP buy or motata na or say or mobile motata na went to me and you.
Is it the one that the OBA video say or roadside?
Oh, David. And he met my catcher say, oh, nye galamsey. See, also evidence. Oh, bet me diaba.
Okay.
Patriotia here.
Okay.
But no cry woman say, me say, why you be that? Oko.
Ostabe no jai. Mobile power in or jai na sada na.
Oh, me so jai na wa buy na pen so mobile mo flash NDC phone free ma mo je di aka na mo che de ma mo ho no we jai.
Nti mobile wasako.
Oh, David na se akwadwuma o ye kra nti ontimi nkọ.
Ejuma be no ye.
Ontimi nkọ MC DC ontimi there on there he dare not go there.
Really?
And before kra no
DC
onko kra nti ono there mo fa nto nchan. CJ
I see yenko.
Ahoden ame of ade kasa me senior ade kasa na me hwe ni din na me say ene e che wuntumi ba ha mo na mo ma no nkanaduane ne bi ye den nkanadoko no ene ade mo na mo de koma wo na mo se ye nja na ma no nko enso mo nyina mo ni akonta mine dream awodi your forest reserves ye kana na do dan Kufuor president Kufuor no wo defend no.
It's because he was not doing it.
You see sa niam we ntina make say na do ankasa before 2016 elections oko make statement e ka kire galamsey fo hia o mo ko ka kire wo mo say amanfo ne nam keka say meba begu galamsey mengu de nda mengu ne kina enti ya ono ye flag bearer o onye party ni bia say be communicator e dey say kwakubu ahia ono na ma say be work na asem we na free flag bearer na nkasa ho na eba excavators amu party hia sika Central Region then vice chairman any nipa ni bi call Dr. Frimpong Boatin ho e call ya audio leak say mo ne ko hye ho kwan befa so ambema party fo anya sika nti e wasa mo ye galamsey amu je excavators more than 500 amu cheche de ma party chairman fo ne nkofo bi meminim bi enti ade na bedu ba bia e wasa ye nyina ye te ase say one way or the other no obia wosinto aba ba me no kasa ban bai less than 6 months your forest reserves mako 7 mo time galamsey for ne jefa akra no obia ntimi nko ho forest guard ntimi nko ho police nko soja nko ho jaji ni yinara.
That's not true.
Oh,
that's not true. You ask for any
me say you go flash out true.
And deny that thing has been stopped.
Me pacho me no na ti am nko ba bia me pacho me ba CJ catch him off say onya botre
Manya botre
me say South Forest nson no na forest guard ntimi nsibo soja ni kura ntimi nsim ya flash them out sa abe me ba tietie menka etietie me ba sa me ba ha na me sorry free ha na ye be pam me free ha e bia na masa ba akire enti sa wo se masa ba catch omo say obi ya hu say South Forest ya me be bodin
honorable
omo ya galamsey omo san kan che be sa kopam
metumi de Erastus atoline so se
me kan tre wo say tie o ma sam na me kan tie
atoline so se less than 20 seconds
Erastus obi a asante man tem we are proud of him so the journalism or the free one anamebo we are proud of him they say we are national asset o ka sama me nje chini but the make catch on say South Forest reserves nso we na yankom because na tuo ne akode a forest galamsey fo ndigina mu no so ja kura ntimi nko ho ya ba ya pam omu nyina afrim se obi asa kosi akira a wo ya ente se nkane no moma yehu a ya baba lands minister mane ye beko patriot ase se madin kan ya kana ha se kono nya ntoko a ye de 6 months iku awi o oh da be ye ntimi in fact that moma ne se du ba bi a o se obi yare
yentumi fa
na ma hena makona to adu ba bi sa
ona bozuma
wo betebe de
ona bozuma me ba wo unim say galamsey is one major reason why the MPP lost woefully.
One of the reasons.
Major reason.
One of the reasons. I just say, when I research them out, Benefson and Nahaya. Because meaning say reasons in Ibia. But more Bianca said the major reason.
Okay.
MPP lose.
But unim say
one of the reasons.
Your promise to fight galamsey.
We are fighting it.
One reason I can't afford to
Ghana for say you succeeded in the fight of against galamsey. We have not succeeded so far. But for the 4-year mandate before the next elections, Ghana for President John Dramani Mahama and this year.
Really?
I am telling you because say MP before home. Kayaba Enanka. Independent person be by though sometimes send your kind and share the same you say or more independent the Ghana Hanaya say you independent in Ibia baby. But say me who MPP ni ankasan no waka galamsey asem we da ho den say dey me wo fa ye ya. Na me who adwudi me say because enche baby obefa bia na ye the excavator bo ho. He MPP time na first galamsey that's what legalize ade no. Share Mimi constituency. Forest reserves 4 na wo. As at 2017 January. Na obia ntimi mfa excavator ngura forest reserve back home. No crowd make a no. A fact. The first attempt our model excavators call me throw letter. Me tna Obuasi local station back we find Time FM to the be omo for more you I can mention
omo your affiliate.
Me call one and me call car say hey. Yeah nim so omo ya galamsey. Na mom pass forest there. Because me yonko bi ko ya galamsey wo forest in nchen 2015. Emma yesa aboa no ngoma de na ma de na praku wanya ye kan say wanya we wanya yan gana you wanya ngoma no ento koya adwuma na am say na edidi ko ho na edidi ko no tra kakra ye man so ko bi na satam NIB omo invite nkuma na mpem ho asem ko ja no ye ko di ho no more than 6 hours omo chi ye share dem ma ye nkrata me ko ja no enti you dare not. NPP by they went to the extent that omoko forest in him. Mako di forest na se forest no. Me mama mo twa ho, mama mako twetwa videos ni ade nyina wo ho. Because masa na wie no, any 4 months na masa megina say ye na yakose forest no. Me wa me megina wo menya galamsey da. I am from obia meka kire me say wo hu say me, but matena ho me local person na matena ho many years. Me nya galamsey da. Oh yes.
So who sponsor?
Me sponsor obi. Na me waka pra me dey sponsor obi. Na me obi bi na me sponsor obi ya. Me galamsey na me say na mo am dey sponsor obi ya galamsey. Me galamsey na nkasa no de. Me nkasa me nim obi o ye.
Enso didi hu kakra.
Me ndidi hu. Me ndidi hu because obi ani wa this cabra me say me ndi galamsey.
Say no this sponsor o buy.
Also a jai.
O jai galam na why the catcher said the fact that sabi why you bit tie he. Yeah, oh, NDC for no. Ye ko empire, ye boy empire to say otugini no. Ye boy empire to say Pharisee for. Otugini ni gini mfum so tum say. Ewrade me ye di boni ani my boni fa me boni che me. NPP for empire. Me de monim say ye de ye hote. Ye de ye nya boni da. Ye de ye say entina Ghana for time be o no problem. Ye no. Ye beji baabi a ye wosi nto atumu say. Ahade ye ni say yanka beboa. Ahade ye anya ni then ye de sa na betima chicho oman enti me magina na dabi wonye dabra Ghana for mutie no sabi omo wadwene ebi so omutie yen patriotic de make na say ba me de me ka say ba wie wa me say se mo hwe entokwa ye ku na say na nka mo de 8 years na emu 6 months kwa ye de ye ya ka ye na ye ni ba bia ye du. So I am giving this assurance to all Ghanaians. Say ye nim sunsanso boni a galamsey no say an kwantia ede beba impo de abadada but ebe ye say ye beko atwa so dance ye beka say ye ne hwe han say ye hwe enti Ghana fo nya gidie because President Mahama wakache yen MPs appointees DCs any ade nyina say on spell. So do who say ade no ye chewa. Speaker of Parliament Abambabin wa my warning on several times. Say we MP. Twun frim. Na say wonya any evidence say we MP on fan spell. Oh, say mbra wo ho. Obe yusu mra no. Ada na wa we MP wa say wo boa. Na ye kutia galamsey ni ye chichiro man na wa akoka galamsey fo na wa. Say woni MP bi no ye bia fa na bra. Enti menua ekuna edin ba Ukraine Ghana for nyina mo say na Rastos or my any or my information na ye hu ba bia wo say ekọ ne ade no 7 na ya je no so ma san kosi echi na Rastos hu o ma on famra
honorable yeah sorry honorable ben
see
ayewie or the MPP ayi bio
see
constitution bio
I share the sentiment of Honorable Azuma. Enye easy to defend this galamsey issue for the NDC. It's because, as you rightly said, no, that was one of their major campaign messages. But the reality in Abano, it has shown to all of us Now the NDC have taken over all the galamsey sites in this country. All the galamsey sites.
Is that a fact?
It's a fact.
Taken over. Okay, me is a more than more you are admitting.
Oh, but that's what you said.
If you are saying we have taken over,
that is what
it is.
That is what you said.
You are doing it.
That's your accusation. Join our time, and I'm also doing the same thing to you. So if you are saying, say, at the time that we were in power, galamsey site is being managed by MPP4, and the table have turned. So now, from the Jubilee House to the constituency, they have taken over all the mining areas and doing galamsey. Because all the promises John Mahama gave us in respect of galamsey, now who minister? Me say
blue water guards.
If you go and appoint your age mate as a water guard, your age mate, 75, 65 years old woman, 80 years old woman, 40 your friends 90 60 years. So munkoya water guards. Then later you come and tell us they are whistleblowers. Abba, go and tell this to the Cajun for no, but not us. We are matured.
But at least it's one promise delivered.
What promise that has been delivered? Look, me, I was the vice chairman of the Committee of Lands and Forestry when I was in Parliament. I have been to a lot of galamsey sites. Look, now one interview the fence PR Forestry Commission about the shooting of the water forestry gas.
Yes.
Look, me see bakubi a call Ashanti region ho baby. Nipa ne yi ni bema echi ya boni tuo mo boni bema tuo. Now for BYD 70 years say onunko giant water riverside no one check say one galamsey and you tell us say or you community whistleblowers. Na many see in a community no. See them say me galamsey na me eben maba be hwe. Udanu ho apa na omo de we because you are going to chook say me galamsey. So now later no you call a friends a journalist at the office and you started crying. But that's the NDC for you. When they do something and you cut them, no, they started crying. Crocodile tears.
Honorable Ebenezer.
So for me,
So for me, Honorable Ebenezer.
So for me, CJ, for me, I agree perfectly with the Chinese ambassador. And I put the galamsey I say the same at the doorsteps at the Jubilee House in front of the Mama's office. Then descend to the other side and put it at the minister's office.
All right.
And then the constituency in the region. There are the people doing the galamsey now. Look, there are some of them who have not been given appointment. Today they are doing galamsey. There are some of them. Because of your mom appointment in Tino, galamsey no more. You think we don't know?
Honorable Ebenezer Nina Nati, a former member of Parliament, Ablikuma Central. Honorable Joseph Azuma, a member of Parliament for Akrufum constituency. Yes, sorry.